Working smart, not hard is one of the catchphrases of our generation, but why is hard work so defiled by everyone since the boomers? The truth is that hard work doesn't necessarily lead to success, and sometimes it could even be counterproductive. We're heading into the holiday season, and you're bound to be fielding tons of disapproving comments about your alternative outlook on career building. So if you need some solid ammunition to explain to your family why you think the traditional definition of hard work isn't always smart, then we've got your back. It's a little more complicated than all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. Here's a list of 15 reasons why working hard is dumb. Welcome to alux.com. The place where future billionaires come to get inspired. If you're not subscribed yet, you're missing out. Number 1. Hard work means you aren't using the right tools for the easy stuff. We live in a generation of shortcuts, apps, and system hacks. There's always an easier, more efficient way to do things, and it's important to keep adapting and advancing your tech skills to keep up to speed with the rate that your colleagues or competition will be delivering the same work. Everything from proofreading to automating your email can save you time and take the slog out of your job. There's no need to personally sub-edit your monthly reports when there are plenty of AI tools that will do it better than most humans can. Synchronized scheduling, virtual meetings, and social media dashboards all save you time and money and keep your productive time focused on the specialized stuff that earns you money rather than the admin. Number 2. Avoid the lure of hyper-productivity. Nothing depletes productivity more like multitasking. While we all like to think we can flip between LOLing at a friend's Instagram story, answer an email, and then dive right back into a budget review, we can't. The sum doesn't equal the parts when it comes to multitasking. Tasks that would have taken a few minutes when done in isolation can take up to an hour when you do them in parts. Each time you break away from one task, it takes time to switch between programs or equipment, move positions, plus in between you get distracted by a post of a cute dog, so you stop again. Create a daily diary that allows you to assign your important tasks time slots, then stick to it and give yourself satisfaction of crossing it off when it's done. That's right, a nice, sexy black marker line right through the completed task. Nothing makes a job more satisfying than that, are we right? Number 3. Working hard isn't enough to make you succeed. If hard work was the solution to getting rich, then the world's miners, factory workers, and cleaners would be billionaires. Sadly, working hard at the right things that help you maximize your time and get paid more than a living wage is what leads to financial success. And jobs with a clear path to progress and responsibility are how you move income brackets. Hard work alone won't get you the penthouse apartment. There's more to it than just hustle. Number 4. All work and no play. Okay, so there is some truth to the dull Jack reference, but it's more than Jack just being terrible at dinner conversation. It's never been more important that this generation display a well-rounded lifestyle. A lifestyle is not only career satisfaction and personal growth, but a family life, an active and travel lifestyle, and also staying up to date with technological advancements. Basically, a lot is expected of us. Perhaps it isn't a bad thing because it does force this generation to live while we're alive, and not just grind away and take our first break at 65 when we retire. Taking breaks from work and having dedicated time off and activities not tied to work keep us relevant in the workplace. It gives us perspective and fresh insight that often benefits the work in the long run. Even if a documentary on octopi doesn't have a direct link to your current work, it's a good reference to drop to sound in the know with pop culture interests. And this does wonders for networking with peers, and y'all know how we feel about the importance of networking. Number 5. Nothing good comes from burnout. Working to the point of sheer exhaustion is just about the dumbest thing you can do. Cramming all-nighters all weekend just to make an impression on Monday is just unwise. For the most part, you'll give such a substandard presentation come Monday if you had no sleep that your hard work will be completely overlooked. Adding to that, if you had to take the next 3 days off to recover from the exhaustion or are constantly needing sick leave because you're borderline burnt out, then your hard work is just a waste of time. You need to find balance and work at a sustainable pace that won't compromise your health or mental wellness. Industries like film and television are famous for burning out top talent way before they've peaked, and then swiftly moving on to the next hot property. If you don't want to be a one-hit wonder in your career, then don't put all of your energy eggs into one basket. Pace yourself and look after your greatest asset, you. No one wants burnout for Christmas. Number 6. Don't work hard because of boredom. They say that idle hands are the devil's playthings, but that doesn't mean if you stop working you'll join the dark side, nor will you fall apart. Be sure to build other areas of growth and stimulation into your life besides work. If the only place you feel you learn is in your job, it's time to get a hobby or play a sport or take up some interesting reading. Your brain shouldn't switch off when you clock out of work, nor should it be constantly ticking on with your work thoughts. Try immersing yourself in something like a crossword or a great podcast when you're done working, so you can help your brain switch gears and still remain in an inspired space. Learning or thinking outside of the money-earning role recharges you and stimulates new ideas that can flourish like things do when they aren't anything more than a flight of fancy. And besides, don't all the best ideas start as a flight of fancy? Number 7. There's no room for personal growth in hard work. If all you ever do is work to earn money or advance your career, then you're letting your role determine your actions and who you are. You're basically turning yourself in to be a total cog in the machine, not an ever-growing and spiritually rich being. Switching to working smart rather than working hard will allow you some space to consider your personal growth too. That means managing stress better, setting goals and actually achieving them, and increasing your emotional intelligence too. If you need to master your mind, sign up for Mind Mastery, our meditation course. You can sign up or find out more at alux.com/mindmastery. Number 8. There's no room for career improvement in hard work. In all this hard work, you'll hardly find time to stop and smell the roses. We don't just mean take time off, but also take note of where you are, where others are in relation, and if you're really heading in the right direction that you want to. This gives you time to recalibrate if you have gone off course, or set a new plan if your goals have changed. Taking stock of a situation helps you work out whether the time you're exchanging for a salary is worth it, or if your time would be better used differently. The problem with just keeping on working hard is that we don't give ourselves a chance to assess, and this is how you can get stuck on the hamster wheel going nowhere forever. Number 9. Hard work leads to expensive living. Is your hard work costing you money? Because of your crazy workload, are you ending up spending more than you would if you had more time for yourself? Sometimes when you take a step back from hard work, you might realize you're earning no more than if you had more of a junior job with fewer hours and less responsibility. But how can this be, you ask? Because your salary is clearly higher than a junior position. Well, just take a minute to think about the time before you worked 12-hour days, if you will. The time before you needed a private childcarer to collect your children from school, give them a bath, and put them to bed. Or when you had time to walk your own dog instead of pay a dog walker to do it for you. Do you end up taking an Uber home from work because you're just too exhausted to get the train? Or remember when you cooked your own meals rather than buying takeout every night? Well, there comes a tipping point when your high stress and hard work ends up costing you money, and all of a sudden your take-home is far less than you thought. Number 10. Hard work can make you lose focus and not be able to specialize. Jack of all trades, master of none. We all know the saying, and while some amount of general knowledge is certainly a good thing, top-paying jobs are all specialist. Even if you start a business, you'll do better to offer defined and unique services and products rather than gray areas of substandard offerings. When all you do is graft on and on, you don't have the time or energy to be the best in any field. Sure, you might have hours of practice under your belt, but you won't have time to retrain yourself or update your skills or stay on top of leading trends of technology in your field. You'll be head down and working while your competition passes you by. Or worse, you're overlooked for a promotion because you are too busy working on your current position to upskill yourself for it. Number 11. Hard work isn't always linked to good planning. If you want to get a goal sooner, you need to have an action plan. Back to that hamster wheel analogy. Often hard work is more about putting one foot in front of the other to keep from flying off than it is about planning the most direct route to the goal. When you plan, you can cut out a lot of the slog. It gives you time to outsource some work or delegate tasks you shouldn't be spending your valuable time on. When you plan, you maximize your productivity, so your hard work means good results. Without planning, working hard literally just becomes hard work. Number 12. Hard work is sometimes just busy work. As much as we love and respect administrative workers, there is a ceiling on the type of advancement and salary you can demand for this kind of work. Admin is always going to cost a company money, but not bring money in. Sure, if done well, it can save your company money, but we're not talking about that. We all know that person in the office that insists they're always so swamped, and yet you're not 100% sure what they're actually contributing to the company's bottom line. That hard work they're slaving away at can often just be busy work, filing and refiling or form filling and organizing. But there are sometimes faster and more efficient modern ways of incorporating that work into your normal workflow without making it into an entire job description. Make sure that if you're working hard, you're contributing invaluable work. The best way to get job security is to have value to your company or client. Try to avoid offering a service that might be able to be automated or digitized away. Number 13. Working hard isn't unique. Everyone can work hard. It's not enough to think that your greatest asset to your company is that you're a hard worker. You need to offer a more unique role than that. Hard work is replaceable. Innovative work or creative ideas or a unique skill are not as easily replaced. Don't be 1 in a million of hard workers. Be 1 in a million with your experience and skills. Number 14. Success isn't about how much you put in, but what you get out. The measure of success isn't how many hours you spent at the office today. Your boss ultimately wouldn't be concerned about how much time you spent in front of your computer if they're seeing the results on their bottom line. Instead of a mindset of how much you can put in, you should be driven by the results you can get out. Maximizing your output while decreasing your input is the definition of mastering a task. Focus on driving up your results and reducing your workload in every way possible. Number 15. Working hard doesn't prioritize. The greatest crime on the rap sheet of hard work is the chaos of unfocused, busy work. We often fail to prioritize what matters. This leads to spending 80% of our time and energy on 20% of our income-generating activities. With this method, you won't be maximizing your productivity or profit. The converse is you're spending 20% of your energy on the other 80% of your work. To get better results, you need to flip what you work hard on. Stop and analyze your best and most reliable income streams. Where would you earn 80% of your income or results if you spent most of your time there? Right now, it's more likely you're only focusing 20% of your energy there. But to boost your productivity, if you spend more focus on that type of fruitful work, then surely you would immediately see better results. Don't work hard equally at everything. It's a recipe for mediocrity. Be sure you're spending your time and energy wisely, and what returns will be the best results. Now, Aluxers, what's something you worked hard at you wish you'd rather worked smart at? Let us know in the comments. Now, since you stuck with us until the end, we do have a bonus for you. If you can hack the system, then you won't have to work as hard at it. The fastest way to crack the system is to hack it. Every job has a more efficient or effective way to get it done. It usually starts by understanding it. What's the crux of this job? What makes the industry or task tick? What do you need to spend most of your energy on to get the maximum results? What won't really matter regardless of how much effort and energy you put in? Which parts of the task can be outsourced, automated, or left out altogether? By asking yourself these questions, you have a blueprint for how it works, what really matters, and a plan for how to hack it. Thanks for watching, Aluxers. We always appreciate your likes, and don't forget to subscribe for more daily videos.